NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
And I'm
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here,
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, the year begins with a real challenge for them. On the road, hostile environment. They've been refining things in the preseason, but not under this kind of pressure. We'll see if they can come out strong to earn their first victory. And we get to see the Brow in action tonight. Scary that it's still so early in his career. Kenny, just how good can Anthony Davis get?
Well, he's
Look
dominant.
at that brow you got right there.
Oh, my.
Whoa,
I have a double brow.
Man, that thing has a
duo
taken on
brow?
a life
I have
of
a
its
double
own.
brow. I have a
Duo brow.
Yeah.
It
does.
weighs about 14 pounds.
It's
doesn't
thick,
it?
though. It's thick, but it's a duo.
Anyway, AD.
Well, anyway, he's dominant in almost every aspect of the game. A big guy who can handle the ball, he can run the floor, he can shoot jump shots, he can defend, and he's a force any way you put him.
I want to see how smart you guys are.
Okay.
If he was a reptile, which reptile would he be?
Oh, a raptor.
Ernie,
If he were a reptile,
what would he be?
he'd be,
Taking too long, Ernie. He'd be a versatilian.
Ooh.
Teams should be nervous of what he can do in 3 years. You like that? Versatilian.
That
like
is.
that.
I'm surprised that you've waited this long to break that one out.
Yeah.
Versatilian.
Dr. O'Neal, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Amphibious.
Kevin Harlan, it's all yours.
We're live from Houston, where the crowd is on their feet. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. A battle in the Western Conference, this Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous, really excited, but there were some butterflies that I had to work really hard at trying to get them to fly in formation because they were all over the place, Kevin. But ultimately, once you get out there and you break that first sweat or you get that first hit or bucket, then it simply becomes basketball. But prior to that, pregame meal, your nap before the game, butterflies are doing their own thing.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Holiday and Moore filling out the perimeter. And it's Frazier in at the point. Randall with the bucket.
Though he lacks elite explosiveness, Randall uses his strong body to protect the ball and avoid block shots inside.
Right on the wing, Frazier covering. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Tucker. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Houston. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Gordon's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Knight against Frazier to the paint, and Randall throws it down.
Ever on the attack. That's just Randall's mindset.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Outside Gordon. Back to Harden. From downtown, and Davis pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knight against Frazier. To the middle, and Randall throws it down.
Power and mobility of Randall. That combination makes it really hard to cover him on the pick and roll. You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well. He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Frazier. Passes to Randall. Over Gordon, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Nice control that time. Randall is smooth from the mid-range.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. They trail by 3 outside Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Now here's Randall. Shoots over Tucker. Again, the Pelicans score.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Harden against Holiday. Pass to Gordon. Buries it down low. Gordon's got 8.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Moore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Capella sends it back. Gordon kicks to Knight. And some nice passing there by Houston. They now take the lead. That's 10 points for Eric Gordon.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Randall. He's got 10. Back to Frazier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Yeah, and even with the defender hovering all over him, Greg, he would not be denied.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game's extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis. Mirotic comes in for Randall. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Ian Clark subbed in for Frazier. Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Chris. It's Rivers on the wing. The feet to Green. Over Miller. That one wide left. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Clark laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clark's got his first bucket in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's Rivers. And now here's Chris. Here's Nene. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Nene's got his first points of the night.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Holiday against Rivers. Holiday looking for an opening. It's rebounded by Houston. It's Rivers on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Here's Holiday. Got a piece of it. A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, Chris is out there with Gerald Green. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. Then there's Nene. And it's Rivers in at the 2. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul. Here's Nene. And that one is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Holiday gets the bucket. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. Has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Houston. No good from Clark. Rivers kicks to Chris, and Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Holiday against Carter-Williams. That one good for 2. And it's 7 points for Drew Holiday.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And there's the pass to Rivers. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Passes it to Holiday. Back to Clark. And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game. James Harden. He's checked in for Carter-Williams. And the Pelicans also making a change. Frazier, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Clark. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mirotic. Green with the rebound.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Kicks it to Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And James Harden taking home the MVP award in 2018. And Clark, well deserved.
It sure was, Kevin. A career mark in scoring a league-high 30 points a game. The first player ever to drop 60 points as part of a triple-double. It certainly was his year.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. In the NBA, Clark, great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. And LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you can find anybody that would top him.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good from Harden. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
And so Knight will bring it up for Houston. Harden outside. Back to Knight. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Frazier kicks to Randall. Good work defensively by Capella. Down low. Houston moving the ball around. Outside Knight. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Moore passes to Miller. Inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside the defense, doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Frazier scanning the floor. And Capella sends it back.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and you've got to make sure the timing is right, though. No explanation for giving up these wide-open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Miller finds Davis. Another shot. The Rockets pull it in.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Gordon with no one around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now an 11-point Rocket lead. With 1 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Houston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Eric Gordon. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such a number from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Eric Gordon.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. And it's Frazier in at the 1 spot. Now, here is Harden. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. It's stolen by Davis. Floats it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit, too.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And here are the Rockets now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Harden inside the three-point line. Doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Frazier lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Frazier's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Marquise Chris comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Rivers in for Brandon Knight. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Anthony Davis. Diallo comes in for Randall. And Mirotic subbed in for Moore. Now here's Frazier. He's got 6. Outside Mirotic. Pass to Diallo. Frazier outside. 6 to shoot. For the tie. Hits the three-point line. Frazier's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
You can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Houston making a switch. Carter Williams is checked in. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Now here's Rivers. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. He kicks it to Nene. And Green launches it from deep. The Rockets again can't hit.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Carter Williams against Frazier. Outside Holiday. For the lead. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive mind, but he gives his players so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the Rockets pick up 3. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Nene with the rebound.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 14-5 run here. Frazier against Carter Williams. Diallo kicks to Holiday. The dish to Okafor. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Okafor's got his first points of the game. And D'Antoni back in the catbird seat after some difficult seasons with the Knicks and the Lakers.
Yeah, I love Mike D'Antoni. Love how he comments and interacts with the media and how he handles his team. He's got a team committed to shooting the long ball, and he gives his players a lot of freedom and confidence.
Here's Rivers. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. It's not going to go for him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Carter Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
The free throw drops for Carter Williams. So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris, and Gordon subbed in for Green. And then for New Orleans, Davis is checked in for Okafor, Darius Miller comes in for Diallo, and Moore subbed in for Frazier. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him. But credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
Al Gordon following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. Miller outside. Baseline try. Here's Davis. It's blocked. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one misses for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Harden comes in for Austin Rivers. And Knight subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Julius Randle's checked in for New Orleans. He hits the second from the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Moore against Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Knight. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Houston on top. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for New Orleans. A 2-point game. Clint Capella is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Harden, and there's Gordon, and it's Knight in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Randle kicks to Frazier. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. Back to Harden. Over Holiday. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Randall no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Here's Gordon. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
Got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it's Davis with the jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Pelicans trail by 6. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient. And he is playing to his strengths.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Frazier. Over Harden. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden missing again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Frazier against Knight. Frazier kicks to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Capella, and Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective
shots, gentlemen.
all night long.
At the line, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Rockets leading by 6. Harden outside. He dishes it to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Harden against Holiday. Clock at 4. It's Harden with the drive, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
One shot behind the lanes.
And that one misses.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Davis.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're in front by 6. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Nene finds Gordon. Houston moving it around. There's the pass to Harden. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Good on the shot. Harden's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Left side, Davis. Outside, Holiday. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
And here's Gordon following the three from Drew Holiday. Here's Tucker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
Outside Holiday. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving three?
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Harden.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
At the line for your Rockets, James Harden. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 7. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Down low, the 11-footer. Second chance effort. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 7. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Frazier. No good on the 3.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Hey, James, congrats on the win. Did it feel like the chemistry really got the ball going and got you into a rhythm?
Yeah, just stuck with it. You know, teammates kept encouraging me. I think we kept moving the ball and getting easy shots. They did a great job of looking for me.
You're an easy man to find with the beer, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.